You go to January 6th, and when do you get arrested afterwards? Like, what happened?
Right.
What's with the rest? Because you went indoors.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. And by the way, you're right. If you choose to put your head in the sand and not look at the evidence that exists, that supports, of course, it was not only was it not an insurrection, nobody ever was charged with insurrection. People are politically
Please.
conservative. If they're going to do an insurrection, they're very well armed. They would have showed up with arms. There was no coordination. There was no none of that. In addition, look at the what's that expression? Look at the fruit of the result. Like, look at the result. The result was the arresting of ordinary people, very ordinary people, calm, nonviolent people, 1,500 people on misdemeanors. I want to just tell you this, Jim. There were
Yep.
people being arrested on January 17th, 2025 on misdemeanors. And for whoever doesn't believe me, you can go right now to the Twitter page of FBI Washington Field Office, FBI WFO, and scroll back to January 17th, 2025, and you will see all the people they arrested 3 days before Trump took office on misdemeanors more than 4 years after the event. And ask yourself, has the police, or God forbid, the FBI, in your lifetime ever arrested anybody 4 years after an event for a misdemeanor? There's a lot of evidence to support what you're saying, that this was not what it was. This is actually why I wrote the book, because my J6 experience, because I'm an individual and we used to believe in individual rights in America, I happened to be there to give a speech, a health freedom speech, a medical freedom speech. That's what I do. So I was not violent. I had a permit to be there, did not have a permit to be inside. The day went sideways. The doors, as you comment, opened from the inside, and I was inside giving a speech peacefully. That's my story. I should be judged as an individual. Despite that being on videotape, right? I endured a very violent FBI SWAT team raid on my home. Screaming at the top of their lungs were 20 officers in tactical gear with huge weapons pointed at my chest with the red laser sight beam lights, like on my chest from 6 feet away. They broke my door down with a battering ram. It was unbelievable. I thought I was like in a Colombia cartel movie or something. I mean, it was not comprehensible. They then handcuffed me and shackled me and perp walked me in front of my neighbors, right? This is what their goal was to embarrass you and intimidate you. They took all my technology. They didn't return that for more than a year. And anyone who thinks that J6 was all the bad stuff you've been hearing about for 4 years, you need to hear my words. I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a mom. Certainly I've had no prior criminal history. What the heck was the FBI doing in tactical gear at my door, breaking my door down? They have criteria they're supposed to use: prior gang affiliation, prior criminal convictions, prior history of violence or drug use. I met none of those criteria. The FBI, under orders from Merrick Garland and the Department of Justice, did this to the ordinary American citizen. They arrested grandmothers like this. They arrested people who are outside praying doing this, and they arrested me almost certainly because I speak out against the government on medical freedom issues.